Let's take a question or two about identity attributes. When you work with clients, and you gave us some examples earlier, you ask them to, and working with you, they distill their identity to a statement of a couple of words, maybe three. Do you find it's difficult for many of us, especially who live multifaceted lives, have complex positions, operational leadership roles, to bring it down for landing in a few words? Are we often saying that our identity is more multifaceted than it actually is?
Yes, in a word.
Okay.
um, not to be too cute about it, but uh, none of us lives such a complex life that it is impossible to crack your identity code. It's not hard. It's the discipline of asking the right questions and coming up with the right answers. Um, all of my work is a matter of, the work revolves around choice, making choices. And if you make the right choices in terms of, I mean, I'm getting into methodology here around different items, which is going to sound very vague. Activities I love, activities I don't love, things I like, things I don't like, what is their meaning, cracking the code on what they really mean. Um, and then the discipline of using just a few words to capture the meaning. Any of us can do that. This is not rocket science, folks. It's just about knowing how to ask the right questions. That example I gave you about, is there a pattern to my life? The fact that you could literally sitting here right now, if you wanted to, or this evening when you go home, sit down with a piece of paper. And this won't, by the way, it won't happen in 20 minutes. I give it a little time to gestate. But what are those great achievements of your life that you're most proud of? Those moments that just, whether you were 10 years old or 20 or 50, that just set you up. And to this day, you remember them as though they were yesterday. And then what are they? Look at them collectively and look at what the links are. What are the connections among them? And that's where you get to this notion of whether it's courageous resilience or resourceful creativity. And there's any number of examples I could offer. Mm-hmm. That begins to get at your identity. That it's not your identity, it's a building block. And the actual identity statement, Tony, comes when you reach that fifth question, what is my gift? And you put all of this together, kind of like putting it in a blender, right, and creating that great shake, that great whatever. It's like a reduction sauce. I guess that's another way to look at it. Okay. So anyway, that's the idea, but anybody can do this work.